got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lining the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. Five-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 780. We got to get the ball, dude. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Newton. He gets it to Thomas. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Gun.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Newton on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he's got room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know he ain't got it.
Here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
40%. 180. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Newton on 1st down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Check 31. Check. Alert. Check 3. Hey, alert 3. Check the backer.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
54. Let's go, defense.
Red, up. 18.
Check 3. Check 2.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Check. Watch 54. 3 ball. Switch. Watch twitch.
22 jet bomber.
Pass it. Watch the motion.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Get up! 180!
54 Mike. Hey, tighten.
18. Hey, 18. Get up!
On third down, Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Alert!
Shit!
Red, go!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Red, 180! Red, go!
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. SOS.
Hey, 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, That's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
Go, go.
54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, Dobbins. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run forward Montgomery, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A final shot before the break. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Go! 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They'll run on first down. Dobbins trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The ball carried by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
180!
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Past the 20. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, and he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Right to the 3. 45.
In your face.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To the set. Ready?
I got you, boy.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and Thomas has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double. You go tight. You got tight.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Come on.
They go play action with Trubisky. Stays up. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gerald McCoy able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now here's Ross. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Throwing is Newton, and that is complete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, ball.
59. Mike's 59. Hey, tight.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check. Safe. Alert.
They go play action. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check.
Blue.
They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 40 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Newton's pass is on target to Moore. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it with Scarlett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Mike 58,
right there. I hope you run to left because I'm about to take you.
Newton on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Newton to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Chicago, it's